All right, hello again. Now, this is a video to show you how to add a point to your map. Now, of course, the first thing you're going to want to do is you've selected perhaps a reading from the week, and you look to find, as you're reading and you're learning about the different events and the people, you choose all of the different events or people, and if there's a location where it tells you that that person either lived or maybe an event happened, you can then find that place on the map and add that point to the map and add a description. So one example is here where it says the American Anti-Slavery Society was not the only group that was against the gag rule. It's talking about the gag rule put on Congress to speak on anti-slavery. And a small group of congressmen who's led by the former President John Quincy Adams, there's a historical person of Massachusetts, opposed the gag rule, arguing that it interfered with the constitutional rights of citizens to petition the government and redress of grievances, the First Amendment. So you can take that and add it to your map because it's John Quincy Adams, who was a former president and was leading the group in Congress that was an anti-slavery society, and that he's from Massachusetts. So that's important to know where he's from, especially since Massachusetts is in the north. So what you do is you go over here to your map, click back to the map, and you can search up Massachusetts. Okay, and when you search up Massachusetts, it'll add a point to the map, which I've already added here. And then if you click the edit button down here, it's like a little pencil. It will allow you to add some information. So I just copy and pasted it, but of course you would want to probably put that in your own words. But if you copy and paste, that's okay too. And then click save, and it's added a point to your map. Now I also added one down here for Washington, D.C., because that is where the petitions to abolish slavery were happening specifically. So you know where Washington, D.C. is. So, and you would just keep adding points from your readings. And that's how you fill up your map, is by putting points on the map. And that is how you put a point on the map. Is again, you search for that place. Maybe it's Washington, D.C. Select it, and it will add a point. You have to click Add to Map. Oops. Yeah, make sure it says Washington, D.C. Then you click Add to Map. If you want to add an explanation, you can click the Edit button, which is the little pencil, and add your text in there. All right. And right it is. I chose right here where it says in 1834, Abolitionist Society bombarding Congress with petitions to abolish slavery in Washington, D.C. And I just decided to copy that, paste it into my map, save. Again, you just continue to add points to your map. Now, I already added Washington twice, so you can always delete that too if you wanted to, by just clicking the trash can, and it deletes it from your list here. Only have one layer, and you can name the layer if you'd like to. Untitled layer, you can name it historical places. Okay. All right. Now, again, if you just want to add another point, you just search for it in the search box, click search, and it'll drop the point down there. You might want to zoom out, make sure it's the right spot. And that is how you create a map for the mapping station. If you have any questions, just ask.